Welcome to the K Factor. Today is Wednesday, 9/17/2025. And let's take a look at the market and see what's happening today. The E-mini S&P futures are down by 0.67%. VIX futures are also down by 0.54%. Very interesting that both of those are down at the same time. Apple is down about 0.1%. Amazon's down 2%. The VIX is up 2.14%. Interesting that the VIX is up and the VIX futures are down. DIA is up just over 0.08% and IWM's 0.05% up. Let's take a look at our positions here and see what's happening today. So we're going to sort alphabetically. We'll take a look at positions with legs in the money. First one is BE, which is a strangle. And we can see that we're trading north of our call here, our short call. Let's take a look at BE and see what happened. We continued this rally here. So now that we've breached that strike, we're going to go ahead and roll the puts up here. So we'll select this leg. We'll go to roll strikes up. And let's go to the table tab and see, let's first see what kind of delta we have. We have negative 0.58 delta. So let's go to the trade tab here. We'll see that if we look at the delta on this short put here, we're at 0.02. So let's move this up to an area where we feel more comfortable. Let's move that up to, let's say 0.15 delta. So 15 delta. We could move that up a little bit further if we wanted to 23. I'm okay with leaving it at 15. Let's go ahead and route that for $1.30 credit filled in BE, rolling puts up, and we'll ungroup these. We'll group these back together. And then let's see where we need to set our closing order. So let me go ahead and grab a calculator here. We can see that we originally collected $1.43. And then we have a debit roll, which was, looks like we were rolling. I don't know why we rolled that one for a debit. That's interesting. So let's just run the math. 143 plus 43, 1.43 minus 0.43 plus 1.3 brings us to 230. Yeah, see, this is why we run the calculator against these, because these aren't adding up. Like, something doesn't make sense here. So we don't know exactly where to set the short or the good till cancel order on this one. So I'll have to revisit this one and see where we want to put that one later. All right, let's go down to Baidu, short call spread in Baidu. We are trading not in our zone at all. Nothing we can do. Looks like we just had an extreme rally here again in Baidu. All right, it's a little sad when some of those run away from us like that. Let's take a look at CMG, how this one's shaking out. This one's working out for us. We're hanging out in this area, which is totally fine. The short put spread will likely be a loser, but our short put here will be a winner and make up for some of those losses. Let's go to GFI, short call spread. Go to the analysis tab. We can see we're trading between our short strikes, but pretty close to our short call. We're trading between our strikes rather. HUT. Let's take a look at this straddle, and this one went against us a little bit again today. That's okay. Let's go ahead and we'll roll the short puts up again. We'll come over here to the table tab and let's roll those up here. Let's see what's our delta, 61. So if we roll these up, 20 to 32, we gain 12 delta, 16 delta, 20 delta. Let's just go ahead and roll these up to the 45. Really try to balance out that delta some here. 259 credit here in HUT. Let's go ahead and drop that one down. 258. We're not filled. Let's drop it down again. All right, filled for 256. Rolling the short put up in HUT. All right, let's ungroup this one. We'll regroup this one. I'm going to call it an inverted strangle, just so I can remember here. All right. So we have a 717 credit, and Let's take a look. Our original was 55. So 662 is where we want to close this one now. So let's put in a good till cancel order in. 662, good till cancel. And we're working that order. All right, next one is IREN. This is vertical short call spread. And let's see what's happening here. We're trading between our strikes. Right in the middle. Nothing to do there. All right, and then we can take a look at the last one is our SPY. And it looks like we're up about $24 on this one. Let's go take a look at the chart and see what it's doing. Yeah, it's come down a little bit. Why not? Let's go ahead and take this one off. We'll call it a quick profit. All right, so we made a quick profit here one day in the SPY. All right, so nothing else we need to do there. Let's take a look at our activity tab to see if there were any trades since our last session. Nope. The last one was these futures here on 9/16, which we traded before yesterday's episode, and then these three today. Let's take a look at our portfolio, see if there's any adjustments we need to make. DTE is 30 on all of these. So we have 21 DTE coming up in 9 days. We have one here with 37 DTE, IVR. Everything is above 20, nothing to look at there, no action. And then from earnings, still Pepsi, and it's coming up on 10/9. Let's take a look at this Iron Condor and see how it's looking. It moved our direction a little bit today, or either we had a little bit of a theta decay that we realized. Let's take a look at the chart here and see where we're going. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay on this one. We have our short put here at 135. If we come back to the chart here, as long as we don't breach this mark right here, we should be okay. We'll see how it goes. All right, and all of the other earnings are over a month out, so nothing else to look at there. Let's take a look here and see if there's any opportunities for any short premium trades. We're going to start with the 4-star liquidity ratings, and volatility is up. Let's take a look at filtering this a little bit better. So we're going to change the last price here. We had no minimum limit on that. That was weird. Okay, well, that helps. NVO, BABA, mRNA, SOC, MRK, EWZ, GDX, JETS. We can look at JETS, but I don't feel confident about that one panning out. Let's take a quick look here to see if this one sets up for us, and it doesn't. Coca-Cola, can look at that one. I don't think this one's going to set up for us either. Nope, not enough premium there, and not enough strikes. LQD, we already know. ETHA is in the red. Let's go over here and uncheck that one. Check the 3-star. And we have IonQ. We looked at Oracle yesterday. We can look at Enphase and IonQ here. Let's look at those two. Set up the short strangle, go to the 30-day, 15 delta. Let's go 17 delta, 20 delta, 71 pop, 81 P50, 371. The buying power effect of 629. But look at the CVAR. The CVAR is a little higher. I don't really care for the width of the bid-ask spread. I'm going to skip over that one. Let's take a look at B. Was Enphase. We'll go to the, we don't have a lot of strikes to work with here. 35, 45, what does that look like on the chart? Yeah, not super excited about that one. All right, so no opportunities here that I can really find based on the list here. Let's take a look at MP. That one might give us an opportunity. 15 delta, 15 delta, 210, 75 on pop. P50 is 83, 84. Buying power effects 659 with CVAR 1509, collecting 212. Where does the 55 and 85 land on the chart? 55 lands here, 85 lands here. You know, I don't hate this one. If we bring this down to the 10 delta, we can get a narrower bid ask. Raise our pop, raise our P50. If we go down to the 6 delta here, 25 cent wide, 20 cent wide there. 25 cents wide there as well. Just don't like the width of the bid-ask spread on these, so I think I'm going to hold out. All right, so nothing to trade today as far as new trades. We'll join us again tomorrow on Thursday on another episode of Decay Factor, and we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.